You are about to opt in to Monerotopia, a show for the Monero community where all are welcome to join. From noob to maxi, no matter what bags you hold. Just sit back and relax to the sweet sounds of Monero's latest progress. Or if you're feeling inspired, join us on stage. Remember, the only thing that can stop Monero is a false belief that it can be stopped. And if you want to win the revolution faster, we recommend you remove your XMR from all custodial exchanges immediately. Warning, voting accidents are common around here. Don't forget to properly secure your private keys. Monerotopia starts now. Hello, hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Cheers.
Cheerios. Cheerios. Thank you guys for joining us.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Monerotopia.
birthday, Monerotopia.
We're very, very excited.
We did it.
Entire year.
Whole year.
Yay. Woo.
I remember that, right? I remember when we, what compelled us to do this?
I don't know. We just wanted a chill out session and
We're like, it's a new year.
we made it happen.
I'm getting a little echo on you. Yeah. Okay.
Just muted you. There you go.
Thank you. What would we do without you?
I don't know.
But I think it's been great. We've grown the show quite a bit.
Yes.
I think it's a good, addition to Monero Talk. Get the community in.
Yes.
Hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we enjoy it. But let's go fast. So we'll move fast through the intro because we want to then have a session at the end where everybody comes up on stage as always, but we want to talk about the event during that session. So we have people that are going to jump in and talk about and help us like plan some things out.
Awesome. So yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's been a year.
Birthday.
Fun stuff. I guess let's quickly chat about our experience at the North American Bitcoin Conference. That was lots of fun.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. We obviously, if for those that haven't watched the interview, we interviewed Leah Chatret, Nick Spano, and Mark Cuban.
Yeah,
we cornered him.
Really good. I wish I would have had more time with Mark Cuban. That would have been awesome. But I like chased the guy down and
we like literally stalked him behind stage.
Security, and it was on the side of the stage.
You can't hold this man back. We were just kind of standing behind.
So I'm thankful for what we got.
Yeah, it wasn't bad,
And it's cool that he stopped and talked.
Yeah, no, definitely. He could have just completely shoot us away.
I was kind of shocked by his take on privacy coins, but that's a whole nother issue. Nick Spano, he's awesome. He's the guy that started the New York City Bitcoin Center on Wall Street in 2012 or something. But he likes Monero. That's nice to hear. He's the real deal. And he had some good comments about why Mark Cuban may not care so much about Monero. And yeah, Leah, it's Leah, right?
Leah. Yeah.
That was awesome that we were able to get her. She was like on our
she was really excited
to-do list as well. She works for Elliptic. Actually, I think she's moving now from Elliptic to somewhere else. But it was very cool that we got to speak to her about chain analysis and Monero. So definitely check that out, guys. It was really cool. And she's probably going to be coming to Monerotopia and will be a speaker there. We'll talk about that more later.
Yeah.
We want to put her on a panel where we talk about regulation and whatnot. But it'd be awesome if we get her down there. And seems pretty likely that she's going to do it.
Yeah, she was very excited. Yeah.
Anything else we want to talk? Oh, I wanted to bring up the Monerotopia sidekick funding. Like, still hasn't gone through yet. I think I'm just opening it up right now. I sent you the link.
Yeah, I'll put it on
now. Let's see if we could get them funded, guys. So they're at 22.38 of 179 Monero. I think it's a great project. I know, I think Cake is interested in it as well. It's not something that would just necessarily be used for Monerotopia. It's an awesome idea. The idea being that you can turn essentially an old Android that you have laying around into a hardware wallet, essentially, that would then communicate. That's where you'd store your keys. It'd be offline, not connected to the internet. but then it would be able to communicate with your other Monero wallet or potentially Cake wallet that is online for when you go and do your spending, and it would read the key from there. I think it's super cool. I think it's, necessary. There's a lot of talk in the Monero community how we need our own hardware wallet. Well, here's a nice, quick, easy step in that direction. So I think it's something that deserves a lot more attention. So
definitely,
I'm going to, in honor of what I'm saying right now, I'm gonna send a little donation right now. I encourage other people to do it during the show. Let's see how many donations we can get.
Woo!
So we're at
we got
22.38 right now.
Someone else in the audience.
I've already sent
they're
them.
Also donating too.
I've already sent them some decent donations, but let's keep it going. So I'm gonna send a little bit right now.
Ooh, the suspense. How's it going?
I'm gonna send $25.
Wow, look at you, baller.
I know. I send these Monero around like
they're
nothing, right? It's.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah.
See, that's what I like about Monero. It's like Bitcoin. I feel like you're just more even hesitant to spend it for some reason. Monero, I'm like,
just
cash. Let's put it to work.
Yeah,
let's put it to work.
Let's use it. It's cash. And we thank you for all the donations that we get. Really appreciate them. Thank you so much. I don't think we've really thanked you guys for all.
So yeah, what did we say it was at? 22 point. I'm curious if you get some donations by the end of this show. All right.
We're at 20. Oh wow, 22.49. It just went up to.
Okay, so mine went. All right.
Yeah.
Guys, let's do it.
Look at that.
So what else we got for intro? I think that's basically it.
I mean,
right?
that's really it. The interviews. Happy anniversary to us. It's been a wonderful, beautiful year. Thank you for all the support and love for the Monero Talk show, and then now the Monerotopia show. And also the support for the conference, which we'll be talking about later on.
Buy your tickets, but we're going to get
buy your tickets today. But yeah, we're going to have an entire session dedicated to that because we're really excited about it. Really, really, really excited about it.
It's coming together.
It's coming together.
We'll get into all the details.
Yeah, and if you ever want to chime in, and if you have any comments, we have a Telegram group. Again, we've mentioned it before, the Monerotopia Telegram group. So jump on there, say hello, chat, and we'll be putting information there.
Yeah, Telegram group's starting to grow, which is kind of cool. I don't go in there enough. We'll start doing it more. But yeah, guys, jump in there. It's a great place for us to talk about, for you guys to suggest guests for us to get for Monero Talk, for us to talk about Monerotopia show in general, and then just helping us out with like the conference and talking about the conference. Oh, one other point I wanted to make, and I'll probably make it again later. If you're somebody who's like really into Monero, maybe you're a young guy, you're in college, you're starting out, you really don't have much money, whatever, you're a teenager even, and you really want to go to this conference. And I mean, we set the prices super low,
cheap, yeah,
compared to any other conference. And I gotta say, I mean, there's no other conference I'd rather go to right now, obviously, because I'm a Monero fan, but like. Comparing this to North American Bitcoin Conference was just a big shill fest of people talking about NFTs and things that I didn't even know existed. Monero is going to be something that's if you're into the tech, if you're interested in kind of the cypherpunk ideals, it's going to be amazing. So if you're somebody who's like on the fence and your reason is because the ticket price is too high, reach out to us. Reach out to me on Twitter at Douglas Tuman on Twitter. We'll see what we can do for you. I don't want that to be the reason. I like the speakers are going to be awesome. We got so many people lined up. So now the only thing we need now to make this amazing is the place to be packed. So I'm mostly, whatever we need to do to get anybody down there who's like into Monero that wants to learn about Monero. So if the ticket is your thing holding you back, reach out. We'll see what we can do to help you out.
We'll see what we can do.
Even though we're going to lose a lot of money on this whole ordeal. But if we're going to do all this work, we want it to be a party no matter what. So that's the most important thing. So
yeah, so definitely
people in the room.
Reach out and I guess again, if you haven't seen that interview for the North American Bitcoin Conference, please check it out. A special thanks for Cake Wallet for sponsoring our travel and our stay, and it was an awesome booth. And
we should say too, we had a live Monerotopia down there.
So check that out, which was kind of disastrous.
Don't check that out. I'm gonna say don't check that out. I don't think that was. Well, it was interesting because you get to see what was going on at the North American Bitcoin Conference. I mean, most people there were noobs and they didn't know about Monero. They were asking us like, what chain Monero is it, like what Monero's
what chain is
yeah,
it on?
what it's a token. What is it on? Solana? Is it like so? But I think it was well worth it because I mean that's where we want to be, right? We don't need to be telling everybody the echo chamber that already knows about Monero and cares about Monero to care about it more. We're talking about people that have no clue about what crypto is really about, that
it was good that
are
we were
interested in it because they want to make money. But here we are now, we have their attention, and we had like thousands and thousands of these. Well, I won't say thousands of thousands, but I guess collectively,
yeah,
among
collectively,
all of us, each of us talked
it was
to like hundreds of
3
people.
days, yeah.
And we had good conversations. You know, they came in, they didn't know anything, and by the time they left, they were interested, intrigued. They had their, you know, their thing where they could go download their free $10 worth of Monero, download Cake. The espresso things works really well because everybody at this conference needs coffee because they're partying hard at night, so they're coming up bleary-eyed to get their espresso, and we're explaining to them what crypto is really all about and why Monero matters. And I think we touched a lot of people.
I think we did a good job.
That are going to greatly benefit.
Monero clan that was there
greatly
with our
benefit
table
from those conversations and get them, you know, off. And if not, you know, nothing wrong with NFTs, but you know, show them the light. Digital cash is the real killer app of crypto, and get them to understand that. And so watching that Monerotopia, you'll kind of get a feel for what we were dealing with in terms of people's understanding of Monero. But it was a shit show. There's no other way to put it. All right, so
it was awesome, but yeah, so that's really it. I guess we'll move on. Move on to the price segment. Woohoo! The Monerotopia price report segment is sponsored by Local Monero. Avoid using KYC exchanges. Buy and sell Monero directly for fiat, peer-to-peer. Hello.
aFungible.
Hello, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining.
I'm doing fine, and happy anniversary to Monerotopia show. I heard that today is your birthday.
Thank you. We're really happy about it.
Oh yes, thank you, man. Oh wow, look, the Monero Funding is going up, guys, going up. Nice.
Oh wow, look at that. Look at you guys.
Our community.
aFungible,
awesome. Man, thanks for coming on consistently.
Oh,
we appreciate this. Your people, I think, very much look forward to this part of the show, as much as we
thank you.
Not talk about price.
Well, I saw you at the conference as well. It was, I guess, like a couple of hours.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw the 3 talks. As in with the Mark Cuban and other people. So that was interesting. And yes, thanks for your compliments. Let me get started with the report. Okay. So this is report number 10. And this is, I think, most of us are at right now, at the edge of the cliff, where we don't know where the market is moving on to. It's a very delicate scenario, right? But things might be a little different if we analyze it a little deeper. So in this report, I'm just going to go through the, as usual, the greed and fear index, some price analysis of the Bitcoin as well as the Monero, and just discuss if the bottom is already in and where we are heading.
That's what everybody wants to know, is the bottom in.
Just give me a second. I have to share the other screen. All right. So we are at the greed and fear index. And as you can see, we are pretty much at the same levels for over a month now, which in my opinion is good, because what goes down goes up and what goes up comes down. So we are already at pretty much at the down part. I think the only way is up. So I'm contemplating and, checking out when the next move will be up. I think it's already starting up. So let us go to the charts now regarding the crypto total market cap. And this is something I drew before, but we have already breached the expected support level of 1.9 trillion. We are hanging between the 1.15 trillion, which is, again, as per the Bitcoin charts, is the bear market support. And this was something that we did not expect to be breached. But I also said last time that if we breach, we might have some kind of capitulation to 36,000 levels. I would like that. And that exactly something like that happened. We moved to 32.9K on Bitcoin, which is, in my opinion, quite healthy because we had to shake out some positions, and also many of the new retail traders were probably shaken out at these levels. And as far as the strength is concerned, we have been on an oversold territory. So this is on the weekly chart time frame. On a daily time frame, we see that some green candles are popping up, which I would not really trust. I would like to see that. I would like to see weekly charts to kind of confirm this. So we still have this week to confirm that the direction is getting reversed, although I feel it is. However, going on the BTC USD chart, it basically reflects what the entire crypto market reflects. We are again on the oversold territory, and this is the volume chart, which is the buy volume and sell volume indicators. And if you see the daily charts, we are getting back some volumes, which is actually good. And also we are on the lower edge of the Bollinger Band as far as the weekly charts are concerned. So I believe also I will discuss about the on-chain indications, which is indicating a reversal. So this is what we have on the BTC USD chart. Just discussing briefly about the XMR USD and XMR BTC charts. This is a bit strange with XMR because, of course, the whole market had sold off, and so did XMR, but it came off a little below the support of $180, which I had time and again indicated that this was a very good support for XMR. And also it's going to, since this support has been breached, this is going to act as resistance. So the very first thing that Monero has to do is to get back above these levels with good volumes. But what I'm seeing right now is we do not have pretty good volumes. We do not have good volumes in Monero. And I think it's a wait and watch game over, even though that we have been a bit oversold. But I don't see too much of strength at these levels. So I would still, if the market sells off, small correction, let's say a couple of thousand for BTC, it could be that it tries to find strength at relatively lower levels, which is 120. About 120 is like a good support. And I don't really see Monero going down below it. But again, we have to gain strength at these levels of $150, which we are in right now. So the summary is that we have to try to get above 180 to gain back strength. As far as the XMR BTC chart is concerned, we actually did pretty well on those charts some time back. But again, we are in this long-term trend line of XMR BTC. This is on the daily time frame. And we are still around the edge of the cliff. Nothing to be, nothing to bother too much about it with the XMR BTC. I think we have to just wait and watch for the XMR part. But looking at the overall market, because that is what is driving the sentiment, as far as the Bitcoin hash rate is concerned, we are again at pretty much all-time highs. Nothing has changed there since last time. And as far as the there's an interesting on-chain indication which projects where the market is heading. What this means is this is the 1-year hodl wave. And what that means is it groups together all the Bitcoin by age since it was last moved from one wallet to another. So this orange line that you see is the hodl wave of Bitcoin grouped together, which haven't moved in more than 1 year. And the interesting part is that you would see that whenever there is a market peak, the people, the Bitcoin group, or the people who have been hodling for more than 1 year start selling off. So this comes first, and then we see the peak. And you can see that repeated in each and every cycle. Over here in 2014, over here in 2018, and this is what is happening right now. Even here, we had started selling off first, and then we started seeing the peak. So it projects the future price of Bitcoin in a way. And here you see the accumulation has started growing now. And this exactly happened from the end of December, beginning of January, when the institutional investors and and the people at large come back and start accumulating. And right now we are in a high accumulation phase. So if the trend continues, I would see this growing a little higher. And I would like to see at some point this dipping lower, which means that we can have some kind of cycle top in the next quarter to come. But I think we are still a little far away from that. So let's say a couple of quarters, if to say the least. And even the Mayer multiple less than 1 means a clear accumulation. So this is a very good time to accumulate from having like 2 to 3 years of perspective for holding Bitcoin or other assets. And the couple of more things to cover here is like about the Monero part. The volumes on a daily, the daily trading volumes have reduced quite a bit. But I think this is what happens when the price goes lower. People are kind of fearful and less interested in the asset. And we see that the price have been getting lower. So I would like to see some kind of strength coming back into the markets. And we have to see where that goes. And the last part I want to cover is I was just looking at all the transactions between November 1st to current date, which is in January. And there is a very good correlation between the transactions per day. So this is all the transactions per day, which we used to see around about 30,000 transactions in the last few months, which has now got reduced to sub 20,000, which is now hovering about 23,000 per day. And there is a direct correlation between the price and the number of transactions. And what that means, does the price lag the transactions, or does the transaction lag the price? That is a food for thought. It's difficult to say that, but this was just to show that there is a good correlation between both of them. Yes, that's what I wanted to cover for today. Any questions, perhaps?
No, I think that's great, man. I think that's great.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for
so
jumping
much. Thank you so much. I think it's good, man. I think that's the question: is the bottom in? So what do you think overall, man? What's your take? Is the bottom in or not?
If you ask me personally, then I would say that the drop to 32.9 itself was some form of capitulation. And I think this is what is happening. My hypothesis is that there is a shortening cycles versus longer year bear cycles. So we had a cycle in May last year. We had a cycle in November last year, which is like a couple of months of cycle as against 2 years of bear cycle. So we have a shortening cycle, which leads to some sort of final price discovery. And also that the demand supply is now a bit more complex because institution joining in, the countries joining in. Before the supply was governed by the miners, that was the only supply side. But now we have more dimensions to it. So I don't think we don't have any more 4-year cycles. That's what I would like to say. And these 50% drawdowns are something like 2 to 3 months instead of 2 years. So we get back up.
Saying in the comments, we did not see capitulation.
What
do you think? We were nowhere near the liquidation.
Well, I would also think so. The kind of capitulation in the past used to be sudden capitulation. I would have expected that it goes to 30,000 or breaks that, but we found some kind of support there. I would think that we had like a short-term capitulation around 32.9.
I'll capitulate right now. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. I mean,
we don't know. I would like it to capitulate once more, like going and touching 30K. That would be my best case scenario to really make sure that we have seen the capitulation. But it is what it is. I think the market decides at the end. But for now, I think 32.9K where we dipped to was already quite a lot of sell-off, 50% from the all-time highs. So I think that's historically is the maximum we go to as far as capitulation is concerned.
I mean, full disclosure, I wouldn't mind seeing it go down a little bit more. That'd be nice. I like when the price goes down. Yeah, go back into start acquiring more.
But I think we are in some kind of consolidation once again. So in the range of 35K to maybe 45, 50K. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time.
All right. Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you so much. Moving on, just because we're going to cram a lot in here. Thank you so much, aFungible.
Thank you so much. I guess we'll move on to the guest segment. The Monerotopia guest segment is sponsored by Cake Wallet. Store, send, receive, and exchange your Monero and Bitcoin safely on iOS and Android too. Cake Wallet is open source, and you always control your own keys.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Oh, wait, you're muted.
Mike, you're muted.
You're muted. I'll unmute you.
How's that now?
Perfect. Awesome.
How's it going,
man?
I love it when a plan comes together.
We made it happen. We made it happen.
So Mike is one of the better conversations we had down at the North American Bitcoin Conference. We had a lot of great ones, but Mike, we were fortunate enough to run into him. I guess you could tell us a little bit about yourself, but in short, we listed him as our first vendor for Monerotopia. Mike, you want to tell everybody what it is you'll be selling, vending at the Monerotopia conference in Miami?
How about it? Thank you for having me on the show, first of all. I really appreciate it. I'm a big supporter of Monero. I'm a big supporter of privacy and freedom. And so how could you not support Monero? I sell magic mushroom spores. And the story kind of goes,
you're breaking up.
Maybe allegedly going.
Hello?
Okay, is this better?
This is a little better.
Oh, no.
Are we delayed?
A little better?
Yeah,
yes.
I think it's an internet issue. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay. Well, anyways, I sell magic mushroom spores. Everybody should come out. They should learn about magic mushrooms. And then, of course, for research purposes only, go ahead and buy some magic mushrooms. This is my store.
Very cool, Matt. So it's spores so people can grow their own. That's correct?
Well, yeah, spores are like seeds for mushrooms. So it's somewhat of a gray area because, mushrooms are still illegal in most jurisdictions. However, the spores are 100% legal in most jurisdictions.
Okay. Awesome. Well, you'll be down at the conference.
Yeah, someone's asking, do you already accept Monero on your site?
I do indeed. Here's an example of the product.
Oh, awesome.
So you can see.
Oh, hold on. Let me zoom in. Hold on. Let me stop.
Zoom in.
There you go. Ooh.
Cool. So is it a growing kit or it's just the spores?
I'll show you. So a little unboxing here. This is how it's done. And there's spores in here. So the spores go into research, and then you would see what happens. But but the whole thing's here for you. Everything you need to kind of get started, anyways, as far as the spores are concerned. And then we can't necessarily encourage growing, but if you're growing, there's plenty of resources out there.
Got it. So research at your own risk. Here's some of the materials that you need, and what you then do with those materials is up to you. And
that's right. And I'm so excited
to purchase your spores. If you're going to purchase your spores, you should probably use Monero to do so. I guess people could effectively purchase it anonymously. I mean, obviously they have to provide an address, but then they can purchase with Monero. What did you use to add Monero to your checkout? How'd you do it?
So I'm using coin payments right now. We're going to find a little better solution, but for now they're okay. It seems the transactions seem to go through real seamlessly. They can track the progress of the order, and it works out great. Now, if you don't want to put an address in, but you're still interested in magic mushroom spores, come out to Monerotopia, see me in person as a vendor.
He froze. It was such a perfect line.
He's making a good point.
Hopefully that's what they do.
Okay. Yeah.
My internet sucks.
You're freezing a little bit, unfortunately.
Maybe shut off your camera. Turn your camera off. Try that.
Do you do international shipping?
I will.
I will.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Well, we're super excited to have you as our first vendor. Perfect example of why you might want to use Monero for your purchases. So super cool that you're coming out there. And yeah, anybody that wants to learn more, come down to Monerotopia.
Come on down.
Bring some Monero. How much does it cost for a little thing of spores?
Well, if you come see me at the conference, I promise I'll give you a special deal. Just tell them you saw me here, and I'll give you a special deal. Typically online, these are $25 and free shipping. So we try to keep it fair. And if you order more, if you want to do a larger order, just email me and I'll cut you a fat discount, especially if you use Monero.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I put the link in the chat.
Are you Miami based? I know we met you down there. Is that where you're based out of?
Well, I'm in Vegas, and I've been in Vegas for 30 years. I've been throwing cryptocurrency and Bitcoin meetups for about 4 years. And we always have a great time out here in Vegas, which is why I'd love to see Monerotopia come to Vegas someday. Miami is a perfect place, though. I had so much fun meeting you. It was the absolute highlight of the show. There wasn't enough peer-to-peer and privacy and new people being onboarded, and so that's what I love to see. And of course, there wasn't enough coffee. There's never enough coffee in the place.
Yeah, it was good coffee.
It was real good coffee. Thank you so much, and thank you again for inviting me on the show and to be a vendor. I'm super excited about this. I hope everybody comes out and supports Monero and Monerotopia.
Awesome. Thanks. We're excited to have you on board.
Really excited to see you down there. Your logo looks beautiful on our website.
It looks really pretty.
Good branding, by the way, man. I like
Thank you.
Very psychedelic.
Yes. Well, if I could just for one moment speak to the benefits of mushrooms. They rebuild neurons. They'll and really nerve endings. And they're helpful for PTSD, anxiety, depression. I know firsthand, and I know from speaking to people, this is sort of thing that can really help. And so if you're really interested in mushrooms, you want to learn more, you don't know enough, I would say search a guy by the name of Paul Stamets. Go research our resources on SporeBaby.com and learn more about the benefits of mushrooms and learn more about the benefits of all mushrooms because they're all amazing.
All right. It's a nice pitch.
What do you think, man? You think we get to a point where they're legal here in the U.S.?
So they are legal in New Mexico. Church was using them, and they fought it all the way to the Supreme Court, and they won. So they're actually legal to grow for religious purposes in New Mexico. Oregon and really the Pacific Northwest is leading the way. And I think pretty soon California will turn around and there's already dispensaries in certain counties that are selling the magic mushrooms in little jars. So, the tide is turning. It's not necessarily super dangerous. And that's the best thing is the LD50, the lethal dose is real low. So there's no way, it's like marijuana. I mean, it would be difficult to overdose on the stuff. And so if you use responsibly, it really can be a benefit to your life. And many people I know microdose, and it really does help.
Yeah, like you said, you're seeing a lot of real positive medical research too related to this, right?
That's right. Even John Hopkins, which is notoriously they wouldn't touch psychedelics, and now all the pharmaceutical companies want to find which element is perfect for them to put into their pills and sell it as some kind of depression help or anxiety, PTSD. I say go to the source. We don't need big pharma because nature gives us what we need in this case.
Awesome, man. Could not agree more. This is the direction I want this world to be moving in. A world where you could, use magic mushrooms if you need to.
That's right. Well, what I'm excited about is the crypto community is very much a do-it-yourself community. I'm sure when you find something you're passionate about, you just go for it. And that's what I did with mushrooms, and that's what I've done with crypto. And so I think this is a perfect fit for the crypto community. And I hope everybody out there is interested in learning more about mushrooms and doing it yourself.
Are most of your sales paid for with crypto, or not yet? Is it mostly?
I get quite a few sales. You'd be surprised. I get quite a few sales in crypto, and so I'm really stoked about it because those are my people. And you know, it's unfortunate. Right now, I'm using the dreaded PayPal for credit card processing. It's so difficult to find I've been kicked off of so many processors. But we're going to find the right one. I'm on the right track, and soon you won't even have to look at that PayPal word on my website. I can't wait to remove it. Dirty PayPal.
Awesome, man. All right, we're just going to move along just because we have a lot to cover today.
Thank you again, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. You could stick around if you like when we have the
I'll be here.
General convo. But yeah, let's keep moving.
We're going to move on to the weekly news segment. Ooh.
Thank you, Mike, for jumping on.
Thank you so much. Thank you. The Monerotopia weekly news segment is sponsored by iVPN. Use a VPN to help prevent your online activity from becoming a permanent record. iVPN encrypts your data and DNS requests so your ISP or mobile network provider cannot monitor or log your online activity. Purchase an iVPN service today anonymously with Monero.
All right, let's see if we can run through this really fast. Hold on, let me just open up here.
Ooh la la.
What you put up. New bill would hand Treasury blank check to ban crypto at exchanges. And not just crypto. Provision in the American Competes Act would allow Treasury to secretly prohibit any kind of transaction it deems a concern without any public notice or input. So basically, this bill was slipped into the American Competes Act. It potentially, if passed, would give the Treasury Department a ton of power. Basically allowing them to ban crypto off exchanges without going through any kind of due process. Just more of the same that we've been hearing, walls kind of closing in on crypto, governments, U.S. government in this case, giving itself more unchecked power for the purposes of potentially regulating and or banning crypto at their will. So just something to keep an eye on, guys. This is the direction we're moving in. The first bunch of these stories today are kind of all related to this, regulation growing. But, do we really care? Monero was built in such a way where we don't really need to care so much about these regulations. Next one is EU regulators plan to ban proof of work once again. So we're talking about more regulation here. This is in Europe. There's talk of banning essentially proof of work. And yes, same old story. Do we really care? Monero, unlike Bitcoin, kind of built more to be resistant to this type of regulation because of things like RandomX. You can mine Monero with CPUs. So it would be pretty hard, even if a ban was put in place in Europe, for them to find everybody who's mining Monero on their CPU. So moral of the story, same as the last one. Yeah, regulations may or may not happen, but the idea is to build a cryptocurrency that would be immune to such regulations. Treasury under fire for ditching cypherpunk ideals to accommodate Swiss FINMA AML requirements. So this is came out like a few days ago that Treasury was going to use this new software to essentially determine that who owned a wallet. So when somebody would you go to remove crypto from an exchange and send it to their treasurer, it would be a way to kind of seamlessly prove that that person was the owner of the wallet. And this was basically so they could accommodate a Swiss requirement. There was a lot of blowback in the crypto community, and they've since, I think, decided to not use this software and implement it in Treasury, which is nice to see. It's nice to see that pushback from the community worked and got Treasury to do this. But once again, guys, these things are going to happen no matter what. And it's not so much about, crying to government saying, don't do this or don't do that. While I think it's important, I think it's another avenue for us to make progress. I think more so is more important is for us to focus on building a protocol and using it in a peer-to-peer way, and then that becomes unstoppable. So we kind of opt out, ignore what's going on, ignore that, what they're trying to do to stop us from using crypto, and just start using it peer-to-peer in a way where we can't be stopped and where we don't have to really worry about these regulations. Once again, White House wants crypto rules as a matter of national security. So that's a little scary, so they're moving in that direction, kind of rallying the troops here, saying, if they call it a matter of national security, that will give them leeway to, perhaps start, I don't know, passing executive orders or, pushing legislation. If they say it's for national security reasons, it's going to rally people around it. We don't want people to be able to fund terrorism or money laundering. Yeah, no, we don't want these things. But is that really what they're concerned about? Or is it that they just want to control crypto and they're using these reasons of national security to just gain more power and gain more political will to pass legislation and put these regulations in place? So a little scary to see, guys. But once again, I think we should be, more focused on the fact that Monero works as is, can't be stopped. All we have to do is use it among ourselves, grow the peer-to-peer community, and they won't be able to stop it. And we're on the right side of history, guys. There's nothing wrong with using cash, peer-to-peer, digital cash. So don't feel ashamed. Governments may not like it, but they're wrong. We are correct. Monero Observer, which is a great. I don't know how long has Monero Observer been around? I've only recently been reading their articles, but they're really keeping up on things. It's pretty cool. Any little story that comes out, they're posting it. So recommend you guys check out Monero Observer. No blockchain analytics company can track Monero, according to Elliptic's Leah Shret. I'm totally butchering her name. Shatret. This comes from the interview that I did with her at the North American Bitcoin Conference. And she said in that interview, as far as I know, there is no blockchain analytics company at the moment that offers that. So that was kind of revealing. If you want to scroll down a little bit more. And then she says, Leah suggests that the Monero community should focus on, you went too far. That the Monero community should focus on bringing to light non-illicit use cases of the currency in order to combat the darknet narrative that is being pushed. Sure, totally agree. We should continue to just point out that, yes, Monero can be used for nefarious things, but it can also be used for a lot of good things, that people should be able to transact freely using cash. They should have the liberty to do so. So that great article, and he points out the Mark Cuban interview as well, and then he also talks about the Monerotopia. He has a separate article where he talks about the Monerotopia show that we did there, and it wasn't as positive as this article, and he wasn't wrong, but where he was wrong in that article, he kind of said he thought the North American Bitcoin Conference, it was a waste of time for us to be there, which I completely, utterly disagree with. I mean, sure, did most people, were they into, shit coins and NFTs? Yes, but I think that's where you want to be. We want to on-ramp these people that are obviously already interested in crypto, this idea of crypto, and send them on the right path towards Monero. And I think we did that with a lot of people there. Welcome to Monerica. I think this is a great initiative. Cheers to who's ever doing this. I think I had reached out to them. If you ever want to come on Monerotopia, please do. We'd love to talk to you about this. And this is, what we've been saying throughout this news thing as the solution here, just creating our own circular economy. That's what it's about. So Monero works. It's unstoppable, open source, permissionless. Now we just all have to opt into it, start using it peer-to-peer, and we have to get it to the point where we have our own circular economy. where you could buy your bread and eggs and beef with Monero and pay your rent with Monero. That's what we need to be focusing on in the Monero community. The protocol works. Now we just need to start using it for kind of day-to-day living and creating our own circular economy here. So great initiative. They list a bunch of
lots of resources here.
Yeah, a bunch of businesses that are accepting Monero. So Coin Cards obviously is there. I see Gratuitous, right? So everybody drinks coffee. There's a great start. So cheers to you, Monero.
There's a lot on here.
I like it. Want to keep going?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we're almost there.
We're almost there.
So more good news. I think Monerica is good news, right? The fact that we're seeing progress in building the ecosystem, and here's more signs of progress. The Reddit subscribers have hit 250,000, a quarter of a million people. There you go, guys. I mean, so they could put all the regulations they want to in place, but you have a quarter million people on Reddit alone that are showing real interest in Monero. You have to assume all of these people have used Monero at some point or hold some Monero. That's a lot of people. And I think in Monero, more than any other crypto, that's just the tip of the iceberg. A lot of people that use Monero don't even like to kind of be out there telling people that they're using it. They're probably lurking, not really even subscribing to things like this. Reddit is just one place. So how many Monero users are out there already? Who knows? We know that there's people using it every day that actually have a real use for it, that are on the dark markets, whether you agree that's a positive use or not. These are real users. And you can put all the regulations you want in place, but it's going to be really hard to shut down a network, especially one that's used day to day by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. So that's good news, guys.
That is.
And I think we have last one. Also very good news. This guy was interviewed, Harris Kupperman. He's the founder of, what is it? I can't see it. Praetorian Capital. Basically, he's a hedge fund guy. He runs a hedge fund. And if you want to scroll down, Sunita, there's a section where he talks about how he is investing in Monero. He owns some and he'll be buying more. That is the cryptocurrency that he pointed out that he's interested in. He is long-term. I'm quite partial to Monero and own a few. It's what everyone thinks Bitcoin is, while Bitcoin is actually something very different. The privacy aspect, along with negligible transaction cost, will make Monero viable. It's out of consensus, but adoption continues to accelerate. During the coming washout in risk assets, I intend to pick up some more Monero. So here's an investor talking about how he thinks Monero is a good investment. This is kind of the first of, big investors we're seeing talking about Monero as a long-term investment. So that's really positive news, guys. That's it. That's it for the news.
That's it. Okay.
Bam.
Coolio. Awesome. Stop sharing.
Let's move on.
We'll move on to the last wonderful segment that we have, guys. Dun, dun, dun. Viewers on stage.
All right.
It's the Viewers on Stage segment. It's that time where we invite you, the viewers, up on stage to comment on anything you've heard so far today, ask the guest a question, or maybe talk about one of the news topics. Come on down. I still can't get my voice. Jesus. Hello, everyone.
All right. Chill. What's going on? Linus, what's going on?
Hi, guys. Happy Monerotopia birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. How's it going? Chill? You're muted.
Oh, yeah. Going great. Happy birthday.
Yay. Thank you.
Happy birthday to Monero fam who joined us too. You guys should sing.
We'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, we'll leave that up to you guys.
No.
We want to say happy birthday to ourselves.
I love Monerica. Welcome to Monerica. That's really cool.
Yeah,
it's a cool website.
I like that
Lots of resources there.
I like the ideals behind it. That's the direction we need to move in. Being proud of Monero. There's nothing wrong with it. It's on, it's morally it's morally sound. This is the direction we need to be moving in. So be out there talking. See, that's the problem. You know, everybody in Monero, they want to hide, but we also need to be out there talking about it in a positive way, like Liat was suggesting we do. So
Awesome.
But yeah, I wanted to bring you guys on today, and anybody else that wants to jump on to talk about Monerotopia. We're getting close now. We're making some progress. We have Linus, who's been helping us out a lot. He's been helping us out in general. He helps get all our guests for Monero Talk now, but he's also helping with organizing the conference. We also have Untraceable, who's been helping out a ton. I don't know if he's jumping on today.
Yeah, I'm not sure,
but yeah, guys. So kind of want to make this a little bit of like a planning thing, and I guess we'll just kind of do it out in the open. Figured why not? People can listen to it. So I guess Chill, I know I had reached out to you about swag, right? So we're gonna need to do some kind of swag item. I was thinking it'd be cool if we did kind of a little kit that we give away that would help people onboard others to Monero. What do you think of that as a general concept?
I love that idea. I think if you could have like paper wallets and just whatever we can think of that would help, like instructions and, you know, yeah. Can we order those? You know, Monero Conference had those little data stop, the tiny data stops that you can plug in, and then it stops your data from connecting with the laptops. And it's super cool, and everybody's asking me like, where is that from?
Yeah, those are cool. You mean like the USB thing?
Mm-hmm. It's like a USB, and then you plug it in, and you plug in your phone, and it stops your phone from connecting with like a laptop or a computer.
Yeah, no, I love those. Yeah, we could look into that. And yeah, I think the kit would be cool too. I don't know what we would. So yeah, would you be willing to help us out with that? Not to put you on the spot here in public on Monerotopia, but it'd be great if you could help us out, like organize that. I think it should be kind of some like a little informational packet, maybe, kind of a how-to. And yeah, paper wallets. I was thinking it would be really cool if we printed up something maybe like business card size. You know, we could give out whatever 10, 25 of them to each person. And it could be something that people hand out in their day-to-day to onboard people to Monero, particularly for the purposes of tips. So when you go out to eat, go to a restaurant, it's time to leave the tip. I try doing this quite a bit, get waiters or whatever and waitresses to accept Monero, but it's kind of, you know, it's kind of a back and forth process. It'd be cool if we had a little card that people could kind of like hand to people when they go to the restaurant and they first like get introduced to the waiter or waitress. They can, you know, at the end of the meal, I'd like to tip you in Monero, and you give them like this little card, and maybe it explains, I want to tip you in Monero. Here's what you have to do: download Cake Wallet or whatever, and then with the QR code that links for them to download it on the spot. So then they're kind of, they could be when they're not talking to you about what meal you want, they can kind of be off on their own, maybe downloading Cake Wallet, and then by the time they're ready to check out, you can send them that tip. And so this card would have to effectively, kind of in very short form, explain what Monero is, and get them to very easily and quickly download Cake so they're ready to receive their tip. What do you think of that?
No, I think that's an awesome idea, and I'm happy to help. I'll be chief goodie bag.
Someone mentioned you should be the Secretary of Communication of Monerica. One Ian.
Oh, okay. Oh, Chill should be. Yes. Totally agree. Yeah. Any other ideas for swag that we could, in terms of kit that people can use to onboard people to Monero?
Any other ideas?
I don't know.
Anyone on stage have any ideas?
Linus or Mike, you got any ideas for this?
I was thinking about something, maybe not especially or in particular onboarding new people to Monero, but I was thinking about the sticker guys you had on Monerotopia a few weeks ago. to get some stickers for Monerotopia, to either just probably just hand them out because they are quite cheap. I don't know the prices.
Yeah,
but it's like, I don't know, 15 or 20 bucks for 500 stickers.
Yeah,
maybe we can get them somehow.
Yeah, that could be part of the kit, you know. So that's another way to help spread Monero. Obviously, is put stickers up.
Someone wrote Monero rolling papers.
Monero rolling papers.
We're writing it down on the list.
Not the worst idea. I've heard worse. I don't know, Mike. You got any ideas? You're a creative guy. What do you think? How do we, if we wanted to create a little kit that will help the Monero faithful bring on new users? What is somebody on board?
Yeah, you know what? I really like the Monero rolling paper idea. Are you kidding me? That's perfect. You know, we need to remind people why privacy is important. And real briefly, privacy is important because it's a big part of freedom. And when you limit privacy, you limit freedom. And when you limit freedom, you limit progress and innovation and all these sort of things. So to me, reinforcing the crypto ethos, explaining why it's important would be really the best way to onboard new people. But just getting access to them, I think, is the difficult part. So maybe those rolling papers travel, the whole world, and everybody kind of, eventually rolls one up and says, well, what is this? You're smoking privacy. You're smoking freedom.
I like it.
Go, Matt.
This is good. This brain.
That's all I got.
No,
people are liking the rolling papers, actually. That's hilarious.
Anybody in the chat has any other ideas? Please let us know.
We have Ian here. Hi, Ian. How's
Hello.
it
going? Man.
I just wanted to hop on to show you stickers I got from Monero Bull, someone in the community. It's great.
Yeah. You want to show them again? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We have those.
Yeah, we have
I
those.
just wanted to flex my stack of Monero stickers. I
started to get them out there.
What?
Now you got to get them out there. You got to get them out
exactly.
Yeah.
I started to put them everywhere in my town and at my university. I have this idea where I put one every day, and at some point it's gonna show up. People will realize, and they are very cheap. It's like 3 cents every stickers. So I think the guy that sold them to me sold them at a loss. So I tipped him with some Monero because I want to support the project. And yeah, I think everyone should get a stack of Monero, put them in their town, and it will help.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had a bunch of them too. We have a huge bag of them. So
yeah.
I'm sure we'll be bringing those.
Yeah, I saw the Gratuitas Coffee had them on exactly this model, I think.
Yes.
What do you guys think? So with the stickers, obviously, so you put a sticker up, it shows Monero, it says anonymous money. Do you think that expresses enough about Monero to get somebody interested in it, to go kind of look it up? Like what are we trying to achieve with the stickers? Is it just kind of brand recognition where people are seeing Monero all over the place, or what's the goal? Is it trying to convince them to go check out Monero?
I really like the sticker that says that cryptocurrencies are harming the banking system and stuff. That's more expressive. If you just see a Monero logo, it's really not saying anything unless you're into our bubble already.
Yeah, I love that sticker too, but unfortunately, I think a lot of people, like, it goes over their head and they actually see it, like they think that people are actually publicly criticizing Monero. You'd be surprised.
They don't buy
right, Mike? People we met at the North American Bitcoin Conference, I think that would be their take when they see that.
I
actually literally take it literal.
Yeah.
I orange pilled my mom and showed her that stickers were don't buy Monero, and she was actually afraid. She was like, oh my god, Monero is dangerous, I should not buy it.
Right.
So it depends the people, and she actually liked very much this Monero because when she read Anonymous, she was thinking about like the anonymous people, that attack governments and are whistleblowers, and she was more intrigued by this one. But I think it depends with every people, because actually for me, I really like the stickers Don't Buy Monero, but it's because I'm in the community,
Yeah, I agree. So anybody that's out there, we should try to come up with some new sticker, I think, designs in general. Not that the ones we have are good, but I think there's other ways too to kind of express the importance of Monero.
Yeah, that would be cool if you guys can come up with some ideas. I want to add the Cypherpunk manifesto as well, like a paper scroll that they can take home.
Oh, in as part of our giveaway, as part of the yeah. That would be amazing. I love that idea. And the idea being, so for the person, or that they can give away to people too. That would be cool if like you could give away like kind of like little pamphlets to people about Monero, What do you think about that? Something that kind of sums up.
Yeah, we're gonna get together. And where's Untraceable?
Untraceable's busy today. Been helping us behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. We could move on from swag. The other thing we want to talk about is just the conference in general. So the way it's looking right now, we're gonna have the first session will kind of be like hyping people up about why liberty is important, which we should all know, but maybe people kind of need to be reminded about what this is all about, why liberty is important in the first place, why privacy is important and intrinsically tied to this concept of liberty and freedom, and why from that digital cash is important, because it's a tool that essentially enables us to preserve our liberty in the digital age. So we have some morning speakers that I hope will kind of get that across. I don't know if you want to bring up the site. We have, what's her name, Martha, that we recently met down in Miami. She's running for local office. She's a big libertarian. She's kind of new to Monero, actually, but she's not new to these concepts of liberty. And I think she'd be a good speaker to come on and talk about it in general. And then we're trying to get somebody to kind of give the cypherpunk take on why crypto is important. I reached out to Amir Taki. He won't be able to attend. I don't know if you guys know Amir, but he's real old school Bitcoiner, cypherpunk. He might be able to phone it in and do a presentation, which would be really cool. And so that's going to be the morning session. So get some speakers talking about that, one or two.
Yeah. So we have Martha Bueno. We have Nam.
No, we'll go through. Okay. So then the next session is going to be people talking about Monero itself. So we're going to have devs that are there that are going to talk about different aspects, how the mining is decentralized, how Monero can scale. So there's going to be a whole bunch of speakers that are just going to talk about Monero tech. Then we're going to have a section kind of talking about projects that are integrating with Monero. So that's going to be, atomic swaps. So we're going to have Elizabeth talking about Monero to ETH atomic swaps. Maybe somebody talking about BTC to Monero atomic swaps. Haven will likely be there giving a talk. So this idea that we'll be integrating essentially with Haven through Thor. We might have somebody from Thor chain as well talking. And so, that whole section is about kind of integrations with Monero. And we'll also have somebody there talking about like a layer 2 on Monero. And then after that, we're going to have a section on privacy in general, privacy tech in general. And that's going to be Seth. And you want to show the speakers there? Seth for privacy and tech lore. And so that's going to kind of be the day. And then we're going to have like a general kind of talk on, why Monero is a good investment. That's why we have I think Nam is going to kind of give that talk, the overall holistic. So at the end of the day, like, all right, well, maybe this is why you might want to consider investing in Monero because you think these things are important and it's going to work out. So just to give everybody kind of a broad overview of what the day is going to be like. So yeah, what are the current speakers overall that we have listed? I think we went through all of them, right?
Yeah, we went through all of them.
And then we have a bunch more lined up. So it's only one day. So it's going to be cramming a lot into one day.
A lot of info in one day, guys.
But yeah, what do you guys? I mean, what do you guys think of that overall kind of take and structure of the conference? Any comments there?
Guys on stage.
All the people that I
love. There's more to come.
No, that's awesome.
I just want to say it's very innovative. You guys are very innovative. Bringing on speakers, the After Dark stuff is very innovative. But the daytime speakers are
and also we have
Yes, I left out that part. So and then at night, so we're gonna transition. We're gonna have After Dark speakers. So I had 2 people reach out recently to sign up to be After Dark speakers. I responded to both. One responded, I'll have to get back to you today. So they sound legit. They actually want to come and talk. And the goal there is to just let people that want to talk about free speech money to come up and talk without censorship, without gatekeepers, without deciding whether or not we think they should be allowed to talk because of the kind of the issue we had when we first started this conference. We're probably only going to have, maybe 2 of them just because the daytime is getting quite long. And I think there's going to be more substance taken out of that. But I think the After Dark is going to be really fun, and we'll see how many people we can get to do that. But probably maybe 3. We'll do 3, and we'll reduce it to like 15 minutes each.
So I'm a bit biased, obviously, but I really recommend Justin. Like he used to do the late night Monero with wine, and I also would like to see someone from the Monero Research Fund. Like we have to promote that too. So
the Monero Research Fund
and the Magic Monero.
Oh yes, yeah. So
Justin is perfect.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have Justin in some. Well, we were thinking of having, if he's down, he seemed like he was down to maybe
be a
moderator for
one
a panel.
Of the panels.
So I didn't mention that. Yeah, another section is going to be regulation. So that's where we'll have the woman from Elliptic. And then we also have that guy, Rolf, that we had on Monero. It was one of the most viewed shows. He kind of studies dark markets and the usage of crypto in dark markets. And so we're going to put him on that panel. And then I'd love to get like a Jerry Brito or somebody from Coin Center on that panel as well. And then mediated by Justin. So we'll see how
this all pans out.
How it all pans out, but that's kind of the dream there. But we're getting close. I mean, we have Leah, which is pretty cool, from Elliptic. Yeah, and then maybe Justin can moderate that panel, and we could talk about potential regulation of crypto and Monero in particular.
Yeah, that's a really dark subject, so it works for dark speakers.
So that's the speakers. Anybody, reach out if you have any other ideas. Although at this point, I don't think we could really.
I don't think we could.
I have a lot of other people that are like on the fence too. So there's gonna be more. There's gonna be.
So stay tuned.
There's gonna be more, and potentially some big names.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Will there be any after hours after the convention get together? Are we organizing anything like that?
Yeah, good question. Good question. So this event we have saying is going from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's gonna be all day. But you don't have to sit in the room the whole day. There's an outside section where we're gonna have a DJ going all day. Drinks will be flowing. So the idea is you're gonna want to be there all day and all night, and I hope it will turn into more of a party at night. Maybe people start, growing their spores on site.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, we might still after that have a little after party. Actually,
yeah, definitely.
We might do
for the last people standing, because that's
I don't know if I want to reveal it because it's going to be super super cool. I might call it a secret Monero
like
party.
Our New York meetup parties.
And we would give you a location, but it's not going to be your typical show up at a club type of thing. It's going to be more tribal, so to speak, more organic. People hanging out, having a good time. I don't want to totally reveal it because I think it'd be better if it's a surprise. So I'll leave that up to your imagination. But we have Monero Miami actually is helping us put that together. So we will likely have an after party that will start, I guess, around like 11 p.m., 11:30 at a nearby location.
So I'm sure you'll be drinking lots of gratuitous coffee throughout the day.
So, but yeah, good question. Thank you for bringing that up.
Someone else is asking, will any of the talks be posted online afterwards?
Yes. So we haven't totally figured out what we're going to do. So we're not going to stream them live. We're pretty, I think, set on that. But definitely we'll post them. I mean, the whole purpose of this conference, this isn't, for us to go make money off of a conference. This is for us to help Monero, to grow Monero. So we want to get as many amazing speakers as we can there that day, as many people there in person so people can kind of communicate and socialize. And then we want to get the information out. So at some point we'll post it. We'll post it on our Monero Talk YouTube channel and all our outlets, and we'll get the talks out there so people can see them. We may also add a way for people to watch. So if we do add a live stream, that would probably we'll do like a paid for. We'll keep it reasonably priced. So, but I don't know. I don't know if we that out. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do that, but we might. People are asking. Maybe we do. It's like $30 or something, and then you can watch the live stream. But if you can't, then you could just watch one like the videos when we post them.
You'll the content will definitely be out there.
Yeah,
after the conference.
100%.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to bring up was so I guess the vendors. So we already spoke of that. Mike is our first vendor. We also, what other vendors do we have up there? I don't know if we put them up there.
Yeah, we put them all up. Well, we have gratuitous coffee.
We have gratuitous.
We'll have a wonderful station there. You hear they're pretty good?
Yeah.
They are delicious.
Who else do we have
right
now?
We have SporeBaby, obviously. Then we have Siddhartha, who's an artist in the Monero community. He'll be there.
Siddhartha is also the one that made out the
Monerotopia background for our website. Yeah. Yep. So he'll be there selling.
No, he may not be there.
Or his prints will be available.
He's going to send us the prints, and they'll be available for purchase with Monero, which is very cool. Go ahead.
And then we have Mike Custom Tech. He'll be there.
He'll be there selling.
Yeah, Mike will be showcasing and selling his mini Monero miner and de-Googled cell phones. So,
which is very cool. So on the spot, you'll be able to, if not buy it from him there, talk to him about it, place an order with Monero. I just bought a miner off of him, and it's on its way over here. He made some custom. We're going to be using it for mining and actually just as a PC as well for video editing, and that's on its way. So we'll have a Monero miner here. I don't know if I told you that, but
yes, I've been told.
So super excited.
Keep us nice and warm.
Super excited that he'll be there.
Because it's snowing here.
I was gonna have that one get sent down to Miami just in case he wasn't able to get one down there. But he said he'll be bringing one, and so people can talk to Mike in person, learn about mining, and then if you want, you can order a miner off of him, and he'll build it for you custom and send it to you. And the de-Googled phones, which is really cool. And then we're working on somebody else that might be there selling de-Googled phones as well.
Yes. So we also have other vendors.
Yes, and then we have a local cannabis vendor,
which we're working on.
All legal, of course, but from the Miami community that's very interested in participating. We'll get her up there as well.
Once everything is confirmed, they'll be on there. But we have a lot of exciting things going on. Yeah,
so anybody that wants to be a vendor that has something that they want to sell in Monero, please reach out to us. It could be, honey, it could be whatever it is, but something that you're willing to come and sell for Monero. I mean, you're not going to make thousands of sales, but we just want to,
get the word out there.
The word out there. Come on down. We're not going to charge you for a vendor spot. You just come out there and hang out for the day. And it gets you into the Monero conference as well, because we just want to have a bunch of vendors in the hallway outside the conference. So,
and we're our media and press partners, TechLore will be there, and Opt Out, which is Seth's organization. They'll be there. Broadcasting the conference. They'll be our media partners, and we're excited to have them there. So Thank you to those two.
And Chill, I don't know if would you like to be a media partner?
Anyone
as well
else that's interested, please reach out to us.
With your
I would be interested. And also in terms of vendors, maybe you guys should reach out to Start9 Lab. They have these embassy onion routed plug and play servers, and they're really cool. And I think it's something that should be there, so at least people become aware.
Oh, amazing.
Awesome.
Do you have a relationship with them?
Yes, they are based out of Denver, but it's like completely onion routed, and you just plug it in, and then you can set up like Bitcoin miner, different apps. It's really cool. So I can connect you.
Awesome.
Please
Please reach out and connect us. That would be great.
Any other ideas anybody has, please reach out to us. I guess hit me up on Twitter, hit us up on Twitter
or our emails.
But please do. Any ideas with regards to vendors or anything else relating to the conference?
Or guests or anything. Yeah, really.
Another topic. Okay,
let's go on. Yeah, to our sponsors of the event so far. We really appreciate their sponsorship. Cake Wallet, obviously. If you go to Monero.com, download their only Monero wallet. It's pretty slick. Store your Monero there. Send them.
A true Monero wallet.
Yes, a true Monero wallet. So Monero.com and coin cards, where you can buy any type of gift cards on their website with Monero. Amazon, Walmart, restaurants. They have a huge selection, so please check them out. Coin cards and IVPN, which is
all right. IVPN. It's a way. It's a trusted VPN service that you could essentially anonymously purchase their services with Monero, which is really cool. So if you're going to use a VPN, we recommend doing it that way. They accept Monero. So very, very proud to have them there. And then we're working on some other sponsors. But once again, anybody who's listening, watching, that wants to sponsor, please reach out. It's going to help us a lot. Ticket prices are super low, so we're going to kind of try to make up for it with these sponsorships, so we could at least attempt to break even here. But yeah, the other topic I wanted to bring up was with Linus is with getting volunteers. So we want to put the word out there.
Yeah,
right,
anyone
Linus?
that wants to volunteer.
I don't know if you want to jump in and talk about this, the people that we think we might need for the conference to help out.
Yeah, so we're talking about kind of coordinating the whole day, and that you would need some volunteers because I unfortunately cannot be there in person. And there's a lot to handle, so I think we're going to make a Reddit post pretty soon to explain it more in detail. But basically there will be people needed for the entrance to check in the people that are coming, check the tickets and stuff. There's someone needed for the audiovisual stuff, like a projector, the sound, the mic, a presenter, and handle all that. We need to record the talks. So we need equipment for this and someone who manages this and is familiar with this. Then maybe someone who has an eye on the schedule, like get the speakers in line and see that they're on stage in time. And maybe it's the same person who can handle the PowerPoint slides, check that all the presentations are there, maybe collect them beforehand, organize them in the right order, and just see that everything works. And I think we were also discussing maybe a DJ for the outside venue. There's an outside area where you can relax and just take some time off and talk to other people, and that there should be some music too and a DJ. And I think for now that's it. Yeah, so we'll be making a Reddit post soon. And maybe if there are people who want to volunteer, it's very welcomed.
Thank you so much. Sorry to put you on the spot there. You did an amazing
job.
Well.
Considering we spoke to him.
You took good notes. Yeah. The DJ would be great. So we met a DJ when we were in Miami, at the
North America. Oh no,
it was the
Versace
mansion.
Mansion.
At the Versace mansion where we were hanging out. There was a really good DJ who said they were willing to accept Monero as payment. So that DJ is not going to be. I don't think they'll be there all day. Like maybe we'll have him come like at like around like 8 o'clock or something. But yeah, we're looking for somebody who could just kind of play background tunes all day. That would be willing to kind of man the music, be outside among the people where people will be chilling and drinking all day, and where the vendors will be. So please reach out. Looking for somebody that's going to do it for free from the Monero community. Obviously, you'll get a free ticket to the conference. But that has, if you're local to Miami, I guess that's ideal. So then you'll have some equipment that you can bring. There are speakers and stuff there that are at the facility that's going to be used for the talks. But we need to bring our own speakers and DJ equipment for the outside area. So would be awesome if somebody's willing to do that. That'd be really cool. Hotels. Yeah, good point. So hotels, we're gonna put the word out. I don't know, maybe hopefully today.
Hopefully soon. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we were gonna announce it or not, because we're waiting on hopefully getting like blocked rooms nearby the conference itself or other hotels. So we've been in contact with the person actually that's managing the venue that we're throwing the conference at. So stay tuned, because hopefully it'll be, I guess, at the apartments. There are these apartment buildings like right across the street from the venue, which are really cool. I know we'll be staying there. But she's also manages different hotels throughout Miami. So
yes, they run a bunch of boutique hotels, and they also manage the venue. So we're trying to get us a decent deal. There's going to be a lot of competition down there because Bitcoin is happening at the same time. So anybody that's coming to the conference,
I guess hold off a little on booking.
Yeah, we'll try to get it out today, tomorrow. But you should reserve as soon as you can once we get it out there. And then the idea is, we'd all kind of be hanging out together if we all stay at the same area. The little apartments right across the street are super cool because it's in walking distance.
It's literally like a mini apartment. It's really cute.
And it's also, we're in a cool area. We're in like basically in South Beach. You can walk to the beach from there. I mean, you're not super close, but you're in South Beach. There's a pool there, and everybody can have their own little apartments. Some people, you could stay with multiple people in it. Some of them are 2 bedrooms. I think the couch is open in them. So that could be pretty ideal. And then a bunch of us can just all stay there. And then I'm sure
we'll all be hanging out.
The party will continue at the pool. So
as we do at every conference.
So we'll get that out to you guys. Anything else, guys?
I think
anything you guys want to bring up?
Anyone on stage? Anything else?
Things that you think we should be doing that maybe we haven't thought about?
Wow.
So many ideas.
I know. Please, one by one. I guess I think we've talked about everything, to be honest.
I think we did. This is more just for me, my own therapy session. Really. Guys. I just wanted to go over
his live therapy Monero session.
Thank
you guys for putting up with him, because obviously I live with him and it's just nonstop brainstorming. So I appreciate all your time.
All right. This makes for
Thank you. Honestly, thank you.
Buy your tickets, guys. Buy your tickets.
Please.
We had an issue. Today. That was the thing. We had an issue with Now Payments.
Oh yeah, we were upset about.
So we use Now Payments, which we love because it's made it super easy for us to accept Monero. Actually, we accept pretty much any crypto because of the way Now Payments works, and then it's transferred turned into Monero and sent to us as Monero. So you could pay in Monero or any other crypto, and it gets sent off to us in Monero. But their site was they changed something where it basically broke, and it wasn't working for like a week.
Yeah,
unbeknownst to us. So if you tried to buy a ticket, please try again. We greatly apologize. Not trying to throw Now Payments under the bus. We really appreciate what they're doing. And, continue to recommend them for people that want an easy way to accept Monero that are running a WooCommerce. It's like super easy. So easy we were able to do it. But that being said, it was glitched for a week, so it's back up. So if you didn't buy it, if you tried buying a ticket then, please try again now. And yeah, that's it, guys.
I think that's it.
We've exhausted it.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
We're really excited. It is
It is
exciting. And this is like our first like it's fun. We've planned like New York City meetups, after parties, and they were amazing. So we're excited to be throwing this conference, and knock on wood, I guess it's moving along. I guess I won't really say yay until after the conference
let's
itself.
not celebrate until we get to the after party.
I'm excited that people are interested in it, basically.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you guys.
joining us on stage and letting us pick your brain.
Yeah, we appreciate your time. And yeah, thanks to everyone that's been helping us out thus far. Really, really appreciate your time, your efforts. Yeah, Untraceable. Thank you so much. And all you guys on stage and all our fans and support. We love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We love you too.
Happy birthday to Monero. All right, guys. Bye.